gotta get some ruby red out. Wouldn't be a night on late night slap without some ruby red. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Let's see, oh, there's my koozie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got Slapcock watching on tonight. He's in the background here. He's watching on. We've got some surprise cards that are heating up the package, and then some new cards that are on the background that we'll look at, talk about here in a little bit. So sit back, relax, let a few people get in the room, and then we are going to do this Wolverine break. Let's go! Yo, yeah. Let's get a few people in here. Just relax, chill for a little bit. Get yourself a drink. We got the Las Vegas hoodie on tonight. In celebration of the last 36 hours. We got a couple surprises here tonight that we'll mention. It's coming up here this week that I'm adding to. So yeah, we'll just say I'll be bringing some gifts to some people. Okay, so let's sit back, wait, relax a little bit, go use the restroom, get ready. Because there's something in that package, and we gotta let it heat up a little bit more. Let it heat up a little more. Get that fire. I'm over here yelling before I come on. I'm hoping we get Ron Bata and Sarah to hit a follow on this YouTube channel. Maybe they can catch up and see this and like it. Terry, I'd like to see you. Maybe throw me a follow. Yeah, so just looking to grab some followers. our Adidas sandals. Let's put on the black tonight to match the hoodie. What do you say, hon? Yeah. We got a big break tonight. We got a mail break. Mail day, mail day, mail day. So what do you say, Apollo? Should we go in? Should we go in and break it? Let's go in. Come on. Let's go in and break this. Alright, 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 alright. Set this over here. Here we go, everybody. Get all my sniffles out before we get this ball rolling. Cabo. Alright, we're gonna have to do a little fatty twist here. Get in here. Alright. Oh, get that other leg in. There. Be bumping. Be bumping. Forgot to move that table out today. That's what we got on our mail day today, was a big old kaboom for me. To get a package from the Wolverine. That's pretty special to me. Pretty stoked about it, to be honest. And now, here we go with our late night slap. Let's go. Get these headphones on. And get this this frequency shut down here. Always like to have a soothing, calming frequency going before we get these things started, so everybody can relax, get ready for some yippity yappening. Look how long that beard's getting. Woo. I ain't even getting them lines tied before I go to Vegas. Thanks to Slap News. Queso's cheese. Queso. All right, here let's look at some of these custom cards real quick before we open up our Wolverine from Ron Bata Package. Okay, and then we'll do some explain about a couple of these cards I got. Let's start off here with something a little different to people that might not be sports fans. Maybe. Let's get this light moved over again. Maybe you might be a Star Wars fan. So there we go with an R2-D2. That's a cool card. And this was one of my first. This is towards the beginning. Now, last night I mentioned when we pulled that Bobby Witt and got talking on a story about the World Series and the Marlins, man. There we go. That's outside the Kauffman Stadium, which I do believe that they are. Oh yeah, and that's me. Back in the day, I used to fight bulls. So this is a Vern card, I guess, along with the Marlins man from the World Series. Yeah. So there's been moments that I've had from my own experiences in life that I do, you know, I make cards from, because there you got the Marlins man, me, and then on the back, like I said, you got the olden days. Okay, now, Let's move up to the top row real quick with our wrestlers. We're gonna go with this throuple of wrestlers. Starting off with Jimmy the Superfly Snuka Air Defense card. Yes. And these cards I'm showing you, they do have the plastic cover on them. So, probably show up better if I took them off. Then next, this one we've shown before. Real quick here though, the Dude Love. That's a pretty cool card. Let's do this too. There we go. Yeah, so that's the Dude Love. Okay. Then I think probably one of the it wasn't even meant to start out that way. This was a very quick card. Just I saw something, had some materials, and there it was, just kind of lined up in front of me. And I pulled a Hulk Hogan card. So this is the front of that Hogan card. Okay. And then I was able, like I said before, like I split them. Well, there's the back of that Hogan card. So you split them in half, save the back, utilize the front. See the bandana? That is a bandana in the background. So yeah, that's a fun card. Then I told you the other night as we were talking about cards and things. I'm trying to figure out just how to get some better light maybe. But we were talking about some different things I liked back here. Like that Scarface right there. And then right up here there's another Scarface. That's a theater photo like collage I put together. And then here is my Scarface Tony Montana card. Now that was a really old border. If you look there with the, and it's not really clearing up, but up here in the corners is like $1,000 bill. This was from NFL. I'm gonna say 83 or 84 maybe, and they had these inserts with over 1,000 yards or over 3,000 yards passing, and then they put them in money form up top. So that was the border I used. And then actually, this image here is the image off of the DVD cover of the anniversary edition. So yeah, that's what that one is. And then here on the back, one of my favorite backs. Yeah, a little bit bigger than what he was using that night on the movie, but yeah, pretty cool nonetheless. So that is the Tony Montana card. Boom, boom, boom. Then here we'll go real quick. This is a card that I put together. What this was a straight just kaboom flat sticker. Okay, so then and it was just plain Jane. So what I did with this was took the sticker, laid it out in the format for the card, put it on like a cardboard card. Then I took a cracked ice overlay, because everything I do is by hand. I'm not smart enough to have the technology or use the technology to do everything everybody's doing on computers these days. So every bit of things I do are with knives, X-Actos, glues, tapes, paints, everything by hand, and then it comes from a card or an image as I put them together. But this is a really cool cracked ice. And then I put a rookie card emblem down here in the corner. And then also on this is a real NBA patch. Okay. And then the Dallas Mavericks logo up there in the top right. And this is a card that I made now. I really like this card too because then you turn it over and then you do still get a Luka back. And this on the back has the blue sparkle border around that back. So this is one of my favorite cards, all put together. Now, this next subject I'm going to go to, the next two cards, as far as the card art goes, for tonight's non-breaking, but yet we have a reveal. More so, I would say this is a excuse me. More so, this is a the CardMan and what I call it, VlogCast potted. So this isn't your basic late night slap. We're adding a little chitter chatter and some different sort of things to this one. But here's one of the Wolverine cards that I've done that I kept for myself to lead some heat on this. Now, the two cards I was talking about. Okay, one of the biggest heroes here in Nebraska, and really in the history of Nebraska. You know, up there with Tom Osborne. Just a hero to everybody here. Well, we have a Bud Crawford with a football textured Nebraska Husker with the laces background. Real laces. Okay. And then on the back we've got, this is not glitter here. This is a sequined back card. We've got a Bud Crawford red sequin backed 101 Husker football champ card. Pound for pound. Best ever. Fight me. Who's going to say Ryan Garcia? Who? Don't you say that. Don't you say that. Pound for pound. So, there's no cards that have been made of Bud. I did send, to be quite honest, it was December a year ago, and I sent out, because I know somebody that's in Bud's camp. Actually went to high school with him, played baseball with him. But I sent out some cards for Bud and him right before his big fight, a little over a year ago. So Bud Crawford and his camp do have almost an exact card to this. And then at downtown, as I call it, and I start calling them uptowns because Don Russ and those guys there, I think it's Don Russ, they have the actual rights to that name. So I started calling mine Uptown, but you know, this is an art card, so this was the first one I did of this, or second. And that right there is Eminem and the champ, Bud Crawford. Now the Big O, that's Omaha's nickname. Big O. The Big O. And that is, you know, where the champ reps from. So we've got a Uptown, Downtown, Big O. And then on the back, that there was a image I made on the computer, and then I quit making images on the computer. There we go. So there are no Bud Crawford cards out there at all. None to be purchased. If you see one out there, it's not licensed. He has no trading cards available. And I don't know about like autos. There may be some pictures or something that he's autoed for people, but I don't think so. And if so, very few. He's got a good game plan for his future. If you think about it, if he doesn't have cards now, there's no cards out there at all. So at some point, he's going to be able to utilize that and access that as some sort of income. You know, there's none out there. So I think that's a retirement plan. And I think that's smart. So let me say this. If CJ Breen listens to any of my podcasts ever, I know sometimes he gets on and sees some of my stories. But, you know, CJ, you need to be getting on Bud. You need to do whatever you can to get Bud Crawford to sign. You'll be the only one to have rights to him. And he is huge. That would be a great move for Leaf if they could do that. If they could get Bud on their roster of athletes. That's just my suggestion right there. Okay? And those are, oh, I did lay this one out too. Two more quarterbacks here. Orange Laser Florida Gator Tim Tebow with the paint with the mascot in the background that is covered in a cracked ice, I do believe. Yes, it is. And it's painted. Get in there and you can see it. And then Tebow on the scramble. The greatest Bronco of all time. Tim Tebow. Heck yeah. Then here's another select version of a NFL badge card that I made. Or shield, the NFL shield. And this one is got a facsimile on it. Rookie card symbol, the NFL logo shield, like I said. And then this card is of Josh Allen. And that right there, that's just a facsimile. Okay. Then you got the rookie raised, the actual real cloth patch with Josh Allen. And then your back is another Josh Allen back that has cracked ice. 101. My signature right on. That's a cool card too. So now we've been baking this. We've been baking this, everybody. This was the of the day. Came through the mail. Went a little crazy last night on breaks. So did not have any blasters or any megas or anything like that to break tonight. So let's start this off first. Here. A little drink of Ruby Red Squirt. Out of my favorite beer that I don't drink. $9.28.98, like I said. That's the last time. Now, we all know now that I am going to PoWerSlap 12. Stoked. Boom. Thank you. Slap News. That's big as far as just for me and what I've been working towards and everything, for somebody to do what they've done. It just makes a fella feel good. And then get to see my boy Lee when I land. Gonna be a good time. Now, I will be bringing in tote with me. I've got I need to meet up with Raiden, Dakota, Raiden, Dakota. There's more. I just need to go look at the cards I have laid out. But also, like, I'll be bringing along like this rookie custom Evian. That'll be with me. You know, and if anybody wants to purchase any of these cards, and then if they know the fighters, maybe get them autoed, you know, I'll have them on me, and you can do that at a price. And then we've got the Paige Van Zandt here. We've got a crazy this is a reprint. Okay, these are all reprints of cards I've done, except that Evian. That is actual 3D. And then also in this group will be one of the Donnie Pokey Puffy cards. Okay. Now, also, what I will be bringing will be a set of cards numbered from 1 to 102. Okay. And 10 of them will be a little, the first 10, 1 through 10, will be a little fancier, like these that, here's the, right here. There's the 1 of 1, or excuse me, the 1 of 102 of a chrome bordered rookie CardMan card. Then we've got here, I think that's number 3 of 102. Okay. And just a silver border. This one's my favorite so far, and this is the number 2 of 102. Let me see there. 2 of 102. Got the signature. It's in a magnetic, but this one so far, that's my favorite one so far. So there will be 10 that are like this with that fancy border, and then from 11 out of 102 on to 102 out of 102, it will be just a the base with no border. Okay, and I have an idea when I'm going to be giving these out. Now we've got our heat done, but these will be with me for give outs. I'll be handing them out when I do, and also the people I need to meet with that I do have cards of to hand over. Did not get everybody done that I wanted to, but that was kind of because I thought that I wasn't going to make it and that I was going to end up mailing them, so I just stepped away for a bit. Cutting cards. But now I gotta get back in the groove, get this thing done, because there are some that I still will get done before I fly out on Thursday flight, thanks to Slap News. So let's do this. We'll set these over here. Let's go ahead and set Wolverine right up here to watch. Wolverine with Ron Bata mosaic on the outside there. So here we go, everybody. Here's the big break. Padded flat rate envelope, priority mail. Won't show his address, which is on the other side. And this is Ron Bata, the Wolverine from OG status, from the beginning, from Slap Fight Championship, to where you know, he was so good, and that he you know, went over to PoWerSlap, and that's where he finished out his professional slapping career, because he just retired. And before PS10, we did do a card deal where I sent him some cards, and oh, darn it, where I sent him some cards. What though? Ron and I still have not met face to face. I've met Sarah before. We chatted actually for a little bit outside of PS6 or 7, because that was at the Apex, and PS6 was at the Durango. So at PS7 outside, and it was, you know, there were hardly anybody left. I was probably the last one to leave. But Sarah, she was outside, and we chatted for a little bit. Very, very, very nice. Very, very nice lady. And then the conversations that I have been able to have with Ron, in the messages, just a dude, man. Just a normal dude. Really like that about him. Oops. That was crunchy on the microphone. Okay, so queso again. Give me some chips from my queso. Alright. So, here we go. I'm going to pull this back. Okay. Whoop. Oh, my word. Look at that, homie. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Is that how he sent that? Is that what that's... Ooh, there we go. Look at this. This is from Saudi. This is a very, very unique piece. This is from his athlete locker room in Saudi Arabia. Okay. And then if you look here, you got the Wolverine PoWerSlap 11, Saudi Arabia. That is super cool. That is, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See? There are them strips where they pull them back. And also, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. But what a piece to be able to add to, you know, to what I've already got. This is top shelf right here. And I was able myself to pull to go along with this, actually. Down the road real soon. Remember, I pulled that Wolverine auto when I was breaking them slap cards. And that is the So Money Orange Wave. So yeah, you know, I got that card. I've got some of the reprints I was able to make of him, like right up there. I know I gotta get his stepdad some at least some remakes of reprints. But you know what? That right there is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then we'll see, but I'm supposed to. I begged and pleaded, and you know what I do. And Jackie is bringing a jersey for me, I think. I mean, I'm stoked about that too. So I mean, other than like somebody's pants and shoes, I know I'll have a pretty round collaboration selection of PoWerSlap collectibles and memorabilia. I mean, dang, this is just so rad. You know, to me. And you know that thing will get framed. Actually, check this. See that right off the bat. Add that orange beard like I did to his cards. Look at that. If I get my hand out of the way. Yeah. Them two are made to go together, right? See? See how my brain works? Maybe some of you else saw that first. But yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna make a nice piece out of that. I can do one of my hangers that I do for my cards. That nobody's seen before, where I do the actual same picture of a card that I've made, and then I make it into an 11 by 17 or 16 by 20, and then I frame that so it looks just like the card, and then at the bottom I attach a card holder, so that way you can hang it on your wall and you see the big version of your card, and then you actually have the 3D version of that card that's sitting right in there with it. So this is, you know what, thank you so much, Ron. Mr. Beta. Mr. Beta. Thank you so much. The Wolverine, the Legend, the Hall of Famer. And I got a little chunk of history right here. Because Saudi was his last fight. That was his last fight. This was his last logger. And he did win. He did in a championship fashion against a championship caliber opponent. It was a perfect right off into the sunset. And now I have a small piece of that last fight. That means a lot to me. So both to Ron and Sarah, thank you so much. And I thank you both because I realize after talking to Ron, the little bits that I have, you guys are a team. You know, you guys really are. So that's why I thank you both, because not many decisions are probably made alone, because that's how you two seem to be to me. So that is right on and awesome, and so is what else was in here. I really appreciate that. That's a rarity. So and it was needed. So thank you. What a great reveal. You know, I know it's a Saturday night, and I know UFC's going on. So, of course, I'm not going to hit any sort of, wonderful house. Let's go get some wonderful house. No, I'm not going to hit any wonderful high numbers or anything on this. You know, I realize that because UFC's fighting right now, and this makes me feel good. Last 38 hours have been pretty amazing. To get the support that I have from the sources that I have gotten them from. thank you. And when I say thank you, it's meant. Holy cow, I just can't quit staring at this. This might get framed up tonight. And I know I got 2 cards I'll be working on tonight also. But Mr. Z knows that I won't let him down. That he'll get his for the reasons. So yeah, I gotta get those done. And then, you know, this time I'm packing in a backpack. That's how I'm rolling this time. I've tried every other way. I've been in 2 different vehicles. I've flown twice, I believe. And this time I go back to my college days and just grab a backpack, stick of deodorant, toothbrush. But I will have don't worry, I'll have my cream sweats, my pimp shoes, my West Drain hat, and my red shirt with a hoodie. Just like always. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. It's been a lot of fun. This PoWerSlap journey has been exactly that. It's been a journey. It's been fun. Met so many good people. You know, you meet everybody on all scales everywhere you go, no matter what you do. But there's so many good people in the whole combat sports, slap sports, period. You know, and so many of the athletes are just down to earth, wonderful people. That's one of the reasons I'm really looking forward, and I'm so happy I get the chance now to go to 12, because there's a couple fights that had popped up that weren't on there before, and I was like, oh man, I gotta go. Big Mac's gonna be there. Big Mac's one of the first investors, the very 3 first investors in PoWerSlap cards, always and will forever be Donnie Van Heerden, Jackie the Hybrid, Cataline, and Big Mac, Makini. Those were the original. Where's the camera? 3. That was the beginning. And then for sure Johnny after that jumped in. And yeah, and he had a set made. Then another. And then it came down to single cards, where I was just, making single card. Sometimes what I would do is I would make 2 cards, give them the one that they wanted out of the 2, and then I'd have them autograph the other one, which is why I do have 1 of 1 on-card autographs that nobody else in the world will have, ever. So, with that being said, I'm just going to keep pushing this button right here. Yo, Leaf. Those predate, they actually do. They predate any manufactured cards of them, right? And they're on-card autos.
there's some big names. Leaf. You need to get those on-card autoed cards and use them as chase cards for the next set. I'll abide by your rules. I'll sign papers. They can be your cards. That would just be way cool. You know, buy me a chili dog. Chili dog, yeah. Buy me a chili dog, maybe a soda. But ain't like it's gotta be $1 million. They're just cards. But that would, that's the dream, to be honest. Just to be able to have an insert inside of a real set of manufactured cards. I mean, I've got some card artist friends and card artist acquaintances. I mean, we don't really get to be friends, because we don't. Very rarely do we all, run into each other. We'll message, chat back and forth, but as far as like running into each other, no. Everything's just over the computer. But that is my goal. And that's what I keep working towards. Is to someday have an insert of anything. Could be one of these wrestling cards. Could be anything I built. The goal is to get an insert chase card into a manufactured set. Because for me, it's about the art. That's why I'm broke. It's about the art. Right? You know, honestly. It's about getting the art out there and letting people see it. You know, and I do get paid sometimes. You know, and then sometimes I just give. What I always try to do, this is the truth, what I always try to do in my dealings with the cards is I always try to do a little more than what's asked. You know, and then when you're making images, if you do, you know, it's just hard to do one card. You know, so usually I'll do at least 2. Like I said, even with one of my favorite ones and interactions and exchange of cards has been with PoWerSlap 10 with Tyson and his dad. That was super cool. You know, and that was one of them times where I did build 2 cards. 2. And, you know, one with a slap hand and everything specifically for him, his rookie card. And then I made one for myself for Tyson the Auto. And it's sitting up there with right next to Jackie. I got a Dana White Auto custom up there. From a buddy that does art. Then I have Tyson, Anthony, Babyface, Blackburn up there, Turpin. We got Slap for Cash is up there. I got three Jackies. I got 3 different Jackie autos, plus the one I pulled. Which has been cool too. When I was doing the breaks with the PoWerSlap, that was really cool. When let's say I make a card and I've got some extras, but I don't get it auto. Right, so I just have a card. So it's been pretty cool, cause like with Wolverine, you know, until I got one now. I got a real cool one with memorabilia, which is rad. But I had like this reprint up here, and I pulled that auto that that showed you earlier, that orange flash, and I was like, perfect, because I built a card of him, and now I have an auto of him in the card. So I've so enjoyed these Leaf PoWerSlap cards. I really have. One of my favorite things that's happened in opening the cards and seeing some of the reveals, or the cards for sale, is honestly the butcher card of him screaming. Pretty rad. But the butcher has one, and it's super cool because it has that side angle like and then I actually think your card, I think it's the So Money, and it even has that kind of same background that I had on mine, but mine was like a green, and on back it had like a monster and Bordeaux across that. But that was what was really cool to me, actually, was because there's nothing that they didn't like go through, and there was no like copying or anything, but I like the fact that my idea and then my card I built that only Butcher knows, only Brandon knows because it was his card. But then to see that, like, over a year later, Slap comes out and they build a card and it's similar. So that, yeah, hey, yo, take that into account too, Leaf. Come on. Give you a 5-card set, on card autos. It's a 5-card chase. Come on. Let's do this. Rolling and smoking. Let's roll them and smoke them. All right. Come on now. Start this fire. Because I'm Prestige Worldwide. Caw. Time for me to fly. Yeah, that matches. That's white. That matches. Huh. Alright. So we've stared at this. Or I've let you stare at this long enough. I'm going to probably stare at it a little longer. Didn't have anybody jump into the chat to talk any smack. Like I said, it is a Saturday night. I probably could have saved this for a Sunday mid-morning brunch, and it gone a lot better. But sorry, I wasn't waiting that long to open what I opened. His last fight. Legendary. And I have this. This is mine. $1 million. Now here's the thing about that. You hear somebody say their price, you're like, whoa, 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 that price is high. Well, yeah, because they don't want to get rid of it. Right? They don't want to get rid of it. They'll put it out there, and it's like, hey, either you give me this, or I'll just keep it for myself. I'll just keep this for myself. Along with that poster. Wow. The hats. The on-cards that I made. Friends I've made. Connections I've made. Through different people, through different ways and means. hell of a journey. What the hell? I'm a guy from Nebraska. Just makes cards. And to get to here, from here, yeah, I dig it. Because everybody works hard to get wherever they go. Good, bad, happy, sad. Everybody works to try to get forward, to try to progress. Some people base all that on money. I think if we've learned anything about the CardMan Vern White, it's not about money. It's about respect. It's about appreciation. Because I know everybody works hard doing what they do, but I don't necessarily think that some get how hard a work that it is that I do. Because it's all imagination, foresight, ideas, some good, some bad. You know, I made plenty of bad cards. A lot more good than bad, though. Yeah, I think everything's gonna be alright. I think everything's gonna work out just fine. Because I got a busy 3 weeks coming. We got an event, turn around, do another event. And then after that, I gotta start doing a lot of editing, do some different things, get some things out there. So next 3 weeks are gonna be haywire and a total blast. Can't wait to see Lee. Can't wait to see McKinney. Can't wait to see Wes. We all get to see Isaiah and the Butcher again. You know, and I think there's here. I'm gonna say something about this one. I'm gonna say something about Isaiah and the Butcher rematch. Okay. What happened at PS10? It's actually all. It was all by the rules, to be quite honest. And I know I will say, truthfully, my thing was, I don't care if the count was 11, 12, 15, 20. I wanted more. Just for the basic fact that these two were just smacking the bejesus out of each other. I mean, the contact that they were making, the strikes that they were making. And for me, just being out in the crowd, I'll take somebody just standing up. It's like, yeah, they're good. Get them in. I mean, I just, in a war like that, excuse me, I did not end up having truly like a favorite or any dislike or animosity towards either side. They were both so strong and so prepared, and things went the way they went. But in all honesty, it's same in boxing. You know that whatever happens, happens, and it so happened that the count and everything that night went with the champ, and so he's still the champ. I don't really think there's can really be said, because just if you just look at I know we can go digital, and I'm friends with, I'd like to consider myself friends with both Isaiah and Brandon. Done cards for both of them, but what we need here is, this fight's needed just to stop it all, right? Stop the ones that are questioning from questioning. Stop the ones that are upset at the questioning from being upset at the questioning. And just, slap the shit out of each other. That's what I want to see. That's what I enjoy. And you guys were rocking it at 10. Rocking it at 10. And I know you're going to rock it at 12 too. Excited to see Wes. See him throw. Here's a big one, everybody. And I've never met him. Very few messages. A couple maybe. But I am so happy. So happy that they put Andrew in. Yeah, I saw him post today, wish it was a main card fight, not a prelim. That being said, I am just, I'm just happy for him. He gets a shot, he gets a chance. He's been through so much, and now he gets to show out. And I can't wait to hear what happens, because we don't get to see what happens being there in Vegas. Now, like at Saudi and when they did Abu Dhabi, well, I was here watching, so I got the prelims, got to watch everything. But when you go as a paying customer, fan, hustler, influencer, actor, comedian, president, UFC fighter, everybody goes. It's just such a mix. Everybody goes. But the fights there's some fights that are really needed. There's a couple fights that I don't understand. Fights I'm really looking forward to seeing. Really looking forward to seeing a lot of people. Really looking forward to the responsibilities I committed to. Pew pew. Yeah, I am. I'm excited about that. I don't know exactly how that's going to work. What we agreed on, what we talked about. I know you have a plan, so I know you'll let me in on it. And yeah, and then we'll go from there, and I'll just do my follow through. And it feels good to feel like I'm part of a team. Thank you, Slap News. For real. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would not be able to go this week if it wasn't for you two. So, as a friend of mine used to say about positive things and positive people about them, bless your hearts. Literally it wasn't 10 minutes after I put that message out that Corey's reaching out to me. Looking for a way to help. And then 10 minutes later, we're in a we're in like this throuple messaging, all of us, Ding, me, and Corey, and it worked out amazingly. And then when I said you pull a pebble and stones will fall, I just needed somebody that's affiliated with something that was going on to sort of throw me a little sponsorship, throw me a scrap, throw me a bone to where I'm able to say that I did work with these people, or these people at this one helped me and sponsored or whatever, because down the road then, that helps somebody grow. Um, and this is special of them because I made Corey actually was one of the first ones to get a card. He actually got one of the original blue auto cards that I was making for everybody. I was trying to make this consistent same card for everybody involved until I decided just to say, hey, I'm just going to show you what I can do. I'm making whatever I make, and got away from those. But he was one of the first that I gave a card to. And then after a while, I started watching and following them on their shows on YouTube and where they were airing. And I noticed that every now and then, Corey, he'd pick on Dean a little bit. And there's this one episode where I recorded the video of it and have it myself. But Corey, he's talking about leaf cards and them going up, and then he says, yo, but I got to give a shout out to my man in Nebraska. Goes by Nebraska Assassin, Vern White. And he goes, I even got a card. Here's my 1-on-1. I kind of like rubbing it in there to Ding a little, I think. Because then Corey says, he goes, yeah, Ding, have you seen that latest one he did for Wolverine? Here's what Ding did there. Can't say that I have. And then Corey goes, well, have you heard of Vern White or seen? And he's like, not that I remember. So then Corey's like, well, I think he hangs out over on Facebook, so you got to go check him out on Facebook. But hey, Ding, I don't blame you at all. Yeah, hey, I wouldn't go look at me either if I gave your partner a card and left you out. So yeah, man, I actually that's the moment I was like, I gotta get Ding a card. That Corey's being way too hard on him. I gotta get Ding a card. And then that was at was it 10, wasn't it? It was at 10 last time that I was able to get Ding his card, and he got a special card. He's got kids, and so he kind of got a special card that I think they might enjoy too. So they paid it back big time, and when I get there, they will continue to, because I appreciate the invite that they've given me and extended me, and I will be there. So yeah, that was tonight's. This is tonight's. We stayed short. We're like 2 hours short of a usual night with me. Usually I can go for 3 hours. Just go. Talk. Rip. Show. Yeah, I can go for 3 hours usually. Tonight, must be tired. I must be tired tonight. I can only go an hour, 10 minutes. So. I'm excited to see a lot of people in Vegas. Excited to see my old friends. Excited to continue to build on the new relationships and new friendships. I'm excited to make some announcements of my own. with my channel and going live and different things. I will be going live and documenting a lot this trip. This trip will be highly, highly, highly documented. So I can't wait. I know Wolverine's coaching, so I can't wait to get out to see him. I know Babyface going to be out there. DTP, I love DTP. He's going to be there. See, that's a tough, that one, that's a fight I don't like. Because I like them so much. I really like and respect DTP. I really have a connection with Pono. And I think Pono is able to have connections with everybody, to be honest. But yeah, I have a special connection with him after PS10. So I don't like that fight. That's one I won't pick. I like to pick, you know. Most fans are they usually try to walk the line and be good, but I usually like to pick. And not this one. They're my friends. Both sent me so much positive energy. I do not want to jinx either of them. Hell, give me a draw. Except we don't have those anymore, do we? Or is that only a championship? See, DTP, this is just for positioning in ranking. So maybe it's only 3 and maybe we can get a draw. That's my hope for that match. That bout. I do have certain people that I do want to win. I got people I'm interested to see if they do win. I'm really interested to watch what goes on in the female division. Really excited to just be there, be a part of it, see everybody, say hey, get things done I gotta get done, follow through with my commitments, and then get back so that way I can continue on. A lot going on. So continue to check in, continue to watch. You'll be surprised. There's going to be a lot going on in the next 3 weeks. You're going to be surprised. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Be well. Thank you, Wolverine. This is an amazing, amazing gift. I love it. It's very special. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will see you in a few days. Yeah. What a wonderful night. What a wonderful 38 hours. Getting close to 40. Let's just keep this positive jelly roll going. Because it's been real nice. And you know what that is. Thank you so much. From my heart, thank you, Ron and Sarah. We will see you in 5 days. Ooh, let's have a good time. Let's go.